Hello, I'm Robyn Foss, and here's a quick tip for you about getting your blueprints from your Pixels to Pages membership. What is a blueprint? That's what we'll start with. It is a pre-designed page layout designed by the Pixels to Pages team. Here on the screen, you can see a sample of what a blueprint looks like. It has a place for your photos. Usually there's going to be strips or shapes on the page of different shades of blue, giving you a suggested place to put your paper, colors, textures, and then a place for your story. Each month, you'll get a set of 9 unique blueprint offerings. So let's go look at what the June post looks like. Snippet of what you're going to get, and you're going to get single page layouts, double page layouts, and then as well as a seamless lay flat layout that mimics the double page spread. You also get a link to download the page files and a blueprint checklist. If we click on that, it's going to open up the blueprint checklist. It will have a picture of a completed page and the empty template, as well as what the name of it is, how many photos go on there. I use this to kind of confirm that I've gotten my blueprints. And so I print these off and then I download the blueprints and I check them off when I've got them filed away. So besides the checklist, you also get a gallery of sample pages made by the Pixies or the PPC. And then down here, you get a collaborative album, which gives you a set of sample pages that already, again, that are up here in the gallery. But then you, as a Pixels to Pages member, can add your own page when you're done creating and share with the community. You can also share on the Pixels to Pages community Facebook group. So where do you find them? So let's go here. I start on the Forever homepage here so you can show how to find your Pixels to Pages membership. You hover on your avatar, the drawer drops down, you go to Pixels to Pages, and then hover on the menu, go down to Blueprints, and hit Search. And this will show you all the blueprint offerings, and you can just start working your way down, downloading them until you get caught up. Another way to find them is to hover over your avatar, go down to Downloads, and then you can search in here, blueprint. And it does show some of the other kits that have blueprint in the name, but if you just scroll down, you're going to start seeing them show up alphabetically. Blueprints April 21 and so forth. So earlier blueprints are not going to be in here, but for most recent ones, around April of 21 and moving forward, they're going to be right out here for you to access right from your downloads, which is great. So if you get behind, then this is a great place to get caught up. Okay, so how do you learn more about blueprints? Maybe you haven't fully taken advantage of your membership and you haven't used them and you need a refresher. Well, one great way to do that is from the Getting Started Guide. Well, you're like, what's the Getting Started Guide? Go to Artisan and hover over your face up here on the top right, left click on it and go to Help. And then you go to the Getting Started Guide. And this isn't like an online magazine that you can flip through. It has training videos. It has handouts you can download. I prefer using the PDF version. So that's right here. You can click this and download a PDF version. And let me go back out. Let's go out and look at that PDF version. So it looks just like that online version. And you can still watch the videos. It has a checklist that you can print this off and check off as you make progress, write notes on it. It has those handouts that you can print off. So I find it very helpful. Specifically on blueprints, there's four or five handouts. Here's just 4 of them that I have pulled up. Anatomy of a blueprint, importing a blueprint, filling with shapes with color, and filling shapes with paper. So if you are somebody who learns by watching videos or hearing training or seeing demos, I do have a free pre-recorded training on this Getting Started Guide. It's a beginner class and it's on my website. So if we go to robynfoss.com, software class info, and then you can see the class here, Artisan 6 beginner class. Click here to access training. All of those handouts that are embedded in that Getting Started Guide, I have extracted and I've organized them. So I have outlines here so you can get each week's outline, print it off, and then watch that week's video. So week 3 or session 3 is going to be on blueprints and other templates. And so here's the handouts that are related that were in the Getting Started guide. So you can print those out or have them ready and handy while you're watching the training. And then week 3, you can see it talks about pre-designed pages, templates, blueprints, and more. About adding photos, editing text, filling with paper and color, and adding strokes. It's a little over an hour, so you don't have to watch it all at once. But if you need a refresher on how to use your blueprints, how to get them, you haven't done it in a while, this would be a great resource for you as well. So for my tip for today is, what if I get behind on getting my blueprints? Like me. So life happens and sometimes we get behind. I do send out reminder text each month, letting my P2P clients know that their blueprints are ready to download. But again, life happens. Recently, I was working on a project and realized that I had gotten behind, like 3 years behind. And I did have all my checklists printed off, but I hadn't finished downloading and organizing all of the blueprints so that they were available to use. So I kind of got caught up marking off which ones I've already downloaded, and then I knew where I needed to start downloading new ones. I want to kind of show you what it looks like when you get behind and you want to get caught up. So I was working on blueprints for June of 22. So again, like I said, if I already had this downloaded and printed, and so I could search for this name to see, do I have Oahu downloaded? So let me show you how I did that. So this is the folder that has all my 11 by 8.5s, and this one is the one that has my 12 by 12s. So I can type in Aloha, and I can see that it's not in there. So that makes me know that I don't have June of 22's offerings available, so I need to go get them. If you do not have these printed off and you don't know where you left off, then I would go out to your membership, just work your way through all the blueprint posts until you run out of them, and you run out of where your membership has access to it, and you have them all downloaded and filed away. But let's say you're like me and you have it printed off and you're behind. What I would do is I would go out here and I would type in June of 22 because I knew that's the next set that I needed to download. And I hit download. And so that's going to pop it up here into my downloads. Over here, I can click on this header and I can go to the kit preview, and that is actually your checklist. So if you didn't get your checklist printed off, you can go ahead and do it now. Some people don't like to print them, but I do. And I also I'll save a copy. So I'll hit download and I'll save it to the folder, which I believe I've already done. Nope, there we go. So you can save it to that folder. So let's say you lose your printed copy, you can print it off again. Back to our browser, I'm going to go to my downloads, into that downloaded folder. I'm going to hit extract all, extract. So what I do is I open this up, I sort by name, and then I select the first 11 by 8.5, shift, left click on the last one, and I use the scissors. I'm going to cut it, and we'll go out to, okay, so these are my 11s. So I'm going to hit paste. Okay, we'll go back to do the 12s and cut. Go back to my 12 by 12s, paste. There we go. Go back to my unzipped folder, and we're going to get the seamless lay flat, which is shown by SLF. And then I'll hit cut, and then I'm going to navigate to, I do pin a folder where all my blueprints are stored to my quick access area on my computer. It's one of the tips that they give you from Pixels to Pages. And then I do create folders for each of the sets, and I do have a subfolder for the covers. So if you're just looking for a cover, you don't have to go through all your blueprints. And here's my seamless lay flat, and I'm going to hit paste. All right, so our last step is cleanup. So we're going to go out here on our menu and go to downloads, and this is the folder that's extracted and the folder that is zipped, and I'm going to delete. All right, so that is it. So that is how you get caught up on blueprints that you haven't downloaded. I hope this helps you for at least one person out there who might be behind like me. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye.